Gentlemen, Brandon Collinson, Media and Popcorn Podcast. My question is for both of you. Now, you two only share a handful of scenes together in the first episode of this new season, but what developments can we expect to see in the relationship between Tariq and Davis, especially with them both in danger of losing everything?
Okay, I'm mad that you seen the first episode and I haven't.
Yo, I be hating on y'all because y'all always see it
Every
before.
time,
Y'all be
man.
asking us questions. I'm like, wait, what happened in that
Y'all got to
episode?
talk to stars. I'm sorry.
Right. And second, what was the question after you rudely introduced that you seen the shit before we did?
I was just wondering what can we expect between the relationship between you two, your both of your characters, given like the escalations that are
Ah,
happening, at the end of season 3 and now going to season 4, where especially you, Davis, like meth, like you're potentially going to lose your license as a lawyer.
it's pretty stressful as far as Davis's personal situation, but it's nothing compared to what Tariq's situation is when the season starts. So now he has to find different alliances and basically put himself in bed with people that he wouldn't normally do business with.
Mhm.
I think Davis at this point in his life is a necessity more than anything else. And but Tariq, like I said, he doesn't have any quiver or qualm about canceling Christmas on any individual that doesn't fit his agenda, and including Davis.
Mhm. But like he said, Davis is a necessity, but he's also a shady, a shady lawyer. So it's like it's a tough line to straddle for Tariq, but he got to use he got to use his resources to his best ability.
Thank you both so much. Great job.
Thank
Yes,
you.
yes, yes.
Brandon Keith Avery, Just My Opinion Reviews, Dallas, Texas. This question is for both of you. I was really bummed out when I got the news that this is the last season because I really am enjoying the show. It's very, very entertaining. So if you both could talk about how do you feel about that, the conclusion of the show, of the series? Are you satisfied? Or if it was up to you, would you want the series to continue? And if it was up to you, without giving any spoilers, do you have any ideas going on in your head of where the series could potentially go? And Method Man, we can start with you.
Damn. Okay, so there's three questions there. The first one is because you lost me after a while. The first question was,
How do you
how
feel
does it
about the show
feel about the
concluding?
show ending?
Uh-huh.
And the second one was,
If you had any ideas, where would you want it to go in the future if it was up to you?
right, and the third one was,
That's it. That's it. That's it.
that's it. All right. Well, the first question is, how did I feel when I found out it was canceled? Um, I counted my blessings because we were lucky to even get 4 seasons with a show with a show that has an audience such as ours. These shows don't last very long. The fact that this show came with an audience, I think, was a saving grace for it. The fact that we had OGs like Michael and Notori make sure that we got a great start also helped. So I mean, it's a bittersweet ending, but all good things must come to an end. The second question was, where would I think what the future would hold if the series didn't go away, or now that the series is going away, what do I think the future holds for the Power Universe?
Just if you had any ideas, but you can keep it short.
My idea, oh yeah, because I'm taking up too much time. My idea would be exactly where they're going now with the Tommy, and because that's the show that we thought we were getting with Kanan. So the future looks bright. I'll just leave it at that.
hmm Um, I yeah, obviously I basically kind of found out at the same time as everyone else. It was a weird piece of information. It was like, okay, that was like out of nowhere. Like being that, you see the success of the show and everything, you don't really expect something like that to, reach your desk. But at the same time, like as they explain, like the reasoning behind everything is kind of like made sense. But I mean, it is what it is. I feel like, God's timing is the best timing. So like if it's supposed to end now, it's supposed to end now. And at the end of the day, everyone got a, especially like the young cast members, we all got a super good platform off of this. So now, the doors for the next, the doors are open. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like now that these doors are closed, it was amazing. It was amazing run, but I feel like the doors opening in the future are going to be just as amazing for us.
Super excited for you guys. Super excited.
Yes, yes, yes. And
Thank you. Thank you very
if I
much.
hadn't, oh yeah, okay, you
Yeah,
go.
they get a limited amount of
Yeah, I know. I
time on
want to
these
take all your
motherfuckers.
time. My bad, my
And
bad.
they're like, well, how come all the brothers and sisters get lumped into one room and shit? This the pattern I'm playing.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Yes.
RSVP with Jill Monroe. Great to talk to you guys today. So I want to know, looking back, there have been so many different storylines and ways that we have attached on to the characters. For you two, what is the storyline or the arc that you felt was most significant up until this point for your character? And I'll start with you, Michael.
I would say, obviously, the most important arc for me was really the original Power. You know, season 3 is when they really started building Tariq's story, when he started chilling with Kanan and started doing all the rebelling stuff against the family. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that was one of the many arcs that the character had, because he had a few different, you know, little stages, but I think that was the arc that really started everything for Tariq and his journey now.
With Davis, I think once he started showing the human side, once you guys got involved in his personal life and the finding out he had a brother and his backstory and all, only to see all of that as soon as you find out get taken away. So, I mean, Davis has a lot he has to deal with in this new season. Hopefully I did a good enough job that people pick up on that and know that this is a man who's going through some of the worst times in his life at this moment and some of the best times. But he's pretty wound up right now. Not to mention that his client is a psychopathic serial killer and shit. You know, that also.
Listen, but I had the money for you.
Real talk.
I had the money for you.
He could have gave me the money, killed me, and took it back. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful. Period.
And Davis definitely gets it off in episode 1. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Thank you.
How's it going, gents? Derek Dunn, Reviews and Done. So I had a question for both of you. If you could describe one song from Method Man's catalog to describe the arcs for both of your characters throughout the series run, what would you pick?
You got me, because I don't listen to my music and shit.
But for Tariq, I would say protect your neck, because he's on offense, man.
Nice.
He coming for everybody, you know what I'm saying? So they gotta protect their necks, man. We standing on business.
And for Davis, it's obviously Cream.
Casuals, everything around. Facts.
And after the laughter come tears, after the laughter as well.
Definitely that casuals, everything
Thank you.
around. That was a good question. I like that question. That was fun.
That was a fucking, God should kick your ass. Nah, good question. Thank you, brother. Thank you.
He put you on the spot.
Yeah, like, yo.
Hi, I'm Michael Solo from Washington, D.C. First of all, I just want to commend you guys just for both just providing just amazing content for the culture for especially over 10 years, 10th anniversary of Power. I just want to say from when we first saw your character on screen to where we are now, what is one thing you want the audience to take from watching your character and the journey they've taken?
First of all, I want to say the majority of the people I know from DC are always so well spoken. Is it because you guys got a lot of colleges and shit? You guys are accomplished. Jesus Christ.
Appreciate it.
Too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
All the time. All right, I'm sorry. What was the question? You smart motherfucker.
No. Yeah, I'm Black and I'm educated. Thank you. One thing, was one thing you want the audience to take from watching your character's journey from the first time we saw them on screen to the end of season 4?
Personally, pay your lawyer.
Yeah, pay your lawyer. For him. For me, it's really, you just gotta watch your surroundings, because Tariq is really just a product of who he was surrounded by. You know what I'm saying? Like, his pops wanted him to go to school and be, you know, smart and everything, but he had nobody to look up to that had a PhD or a degree. You know what I'm saying? Everyone around him was in the streets. His pops, Kanan, even Sean. Like, he tried to show him like the nice life, you know, basketball and everything, but Sean got taken away from him so fast. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it's just like, yeah, man, I feel like you're a product of your environment, but that's only if you let yourself be. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make the moves for yourself. If you're not happy with your situation, you gotta get up out of there and make a change for yourself, because no one else is gonna do it.
I think Tariq's strengths are that he is the smartest person in the room and knows it. I heard one of your earlier interviews, and they were trying to talk about him and Kane getting into a fight, Michael had the best answer. You're talking about a kid that grew up in a privileged home who's never had to defend himself in the streets before. So of course he's not going to actually wash Kane in a fight.
Yeah, that would
but
be
he
crazy.
will outthink that motherfucker.
And
Definitely will.
and he'll make Kane regret beating his ass.
Ever even putting a hand on
Yeah.
it. You heard?
Word.
Yes, sir.
It's all about psychological warfare.
Yes, sir.
For Tariq.
Just, to give you an
Absolutely.
outlook on how, we approach these things, man, and just how brilliant this young man is.
Appreciate you.
Absolutely. Thank you. And I appreciate you
Thank you.
guys. Many blessings to you.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Stay
Appreciate
well
you.
spoken.
Word.
Yeah.
Hello, Dana Abercrombie, The Coalition. My question is for you, Method Man. What I wanted to know with this season, Davis has an opportunity where he may end up losing his license and facing jail time. With the death of his brother from the previous season, do you feel that he is operating out of a sense of fear, or is it now freedom because he has nothing to lose at this point?
I think both. I think it's both. The fear of what the future holds now. His brother basically, I think, kept him human in a sense. And now it's all bets are off, and Davis is pretty much, I'm not going to say he's carefree because he still, he wants his wins and he wants his money, but his focus isn't so much on the heart anymore. It's more on the mind and getting his practice back and, sticking, kind of like what Donald Trump is trying to do now with the presidency. He wants to get the presidency back and make the people that shitted on him pay. I think that's what Davis is working at, trying to get himself back in the good graces of law and then shit on the people that shat on him.
Thank you.
Don't use that Trump reference, though. I hate that motherfucker. I'm just saying, FYI.
They gonna be like,
What?
man,
Method Man, a Trump supporter? Fuck out of here.
Hi, my name is Ruben Peralta from Cocalegas.net in Miami.
What's
Thank
up,
you.
brother? What's up?
How are you?
Chilling.
You say something important. It's like starting a show with an audience. And I'm curious now that the show is coming to an end. And what was the biggest responsibility of creating characters from an existing storyline and bringing something different to the table? Because I really think it's something different, but it's in the same universe.
For us, it was like, for me at least, it was just like, how could we obviously make this feel completely different, but also have the those same familiarities for the fans to connect to, and that's really wasn't really on us. That really goes to the writers. You know what I'm saying? Like the writers, they made a good job of just just bringing back those little nuances. Like even like when they had Mecca come back and he said like, "Oh, I'm the reason your dad went down," and all of that. Like stuff like that is just super dope. Just to like, oh, these people they were around in the original, and now they're making their face shown in the spinoffs. Stuff like that is just like, okay, this is super dope. It's like little Easter eggs,
Yeah.
Yeah, super dope.
How about you, Michael Man?
Well, I mean, it's about consistency, correct?
Mhm.
And not underestimating your audience's intelligence or insulting their intelligence. These people rolled with this show for 6 seasons, right? And then you have this spinoff. It better be true to heart and true to form, or you're just wasting your audience's time. And I think they did an excellent job with that. It was a plus that we even were lucky enough to have Notori on set for that first season, because she is a busy woman, very busy woman. You know what I mean? Shout out to Notori Norton.
Right.
And and Michael carrying the show. I mean, they didn't make a mistake in doing that. They knew exactly what they had. Even if other people didn't see it at first, they see it now.
Thank you so much.
Salute. You need to know the truth and shit, man. People get shit fucked up.
It'll be known, man. That's a fact.
Word.
How's it going, gentlemen? Najee Chambers from Big Old Belt Media.
Najee, what's up?
Hey,
That's
I'm
Redman's
doing good,
son
my
name.
brother.
Redman got a son named Najee.
Oh yeah, word.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
my
very
question coming
popular
right
name.
at you, Method Man. So talking about the first episode here, and this is a little bit of a 1.5 type of question. So he references towards Tariq as little brother. First off, is that slang or is he being literal?
I would think that he's
And more endearing instead of little.
I never looked at it like that, but I would think that it was literal. he's
Okay.
still having his moment with losing his big brother, who called him little brother. So now Tariq is like a surrogate little brother to him, and I hope this isn't a harbinger of like things to come, and like I get off to some crazy mess like that, you know. But we're not giving away any spoilers, right? Okay.
Yeah, not at all, not at all. And that's exactly what my question is. I wanted to just make sure I clear that up because he contradicts himself pretty early. When Tariq is desperate looking for help, he calls and Davis is like, "I am no longer your lawyer. Go away," essentially. But then later on in the episode, we see him stand up for Tariq, giving him that protection he needs, giving him that advice, and that way he calls him little brother, and you know the rest goes on. So for me, I'm curious, what is it that he sees? What does Davis see in Tariq that makes him, besides room for the underdog, but makes him takes Tariq's side after everything they've been through? Now that money's not involved,
He's honest. He's honest. He's not afraid to be himself. That's what I think the attraction is right there. It's like, this kid is, I mean, regardless to what you think of him, this kid has never wavered from his path. And I mean, Davis being in the business that he's in, where everything is disloyalty and dishonesty, he can appreciate that. So yeah, I think that's where it comes from. That was a pretty good fucking answer. Wow.
I'm with that one.
Great
Like,
question,
I
though.
like
Great,
that
great
one
question.
right there.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. I wasn't
appreciate y'all,
bad.
gentlemen.
That was a good one. Right
All
there.
right. Najee, you know, that's a very popular name now in the black community, like Bob is in the white community. I got a million of them. Oh, shit. I'm sorry, I'm taking up
Michael,
time and shit. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
Michael and Method Man, thank you so much for your time today. We have really enjoyed the show, and we appreciate the magic that the two of you have brought to this great franchise. On behalf of the world's largest group of Black film and TV critics, which method is why all of us are Black on this call, we'd like to thank you for your time again. We appreciate you. And long live Power Book 2 Ghosts. We
Well said.
absolutely, it was a wonderful, wonderful job. We'll see you guys soon.
Thank you.
But I think what
Appreciate
Method
it.
was trying to say is that he got all y'all in one thing, and y'all don't all got enough time to really get down what y'all all
Get
want to
into
do.
the
You know what I'm
grits,
saying?
and they always do that to y'all. Always, but it's fine. It's fine. Hey, Miss Abercrombie, I love that hat.
Thank you very much, sir.
All right.
That shit's swaggy. I ain't gonna
Yeah.
lie.
God bless.
Batman, baby. You know.